Ferguson, America's Fat Loss Coach, nutritionist, author, guy who cares, and that's why we share. So, what's up, everybody? Do me a favor if you're catching me on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, let people know about what we're talking about because the goal is to help as many people as possible. So, I'm going to bring the smoke today. Yes, we're going to bring the smoke. And if you got questions, post them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. But I'm going to talk about something that needs to be talked about. Now, you can see there is these delicious, yummy, chocolate covered almonds. And I like to buy these chocolate covered almonds whenever I have my kids. So on the majority of the time, I get them on Friday and I have them through the weekend, sometimes through Monday. And, we watch a movie, and this is one of the things I like to buy. And we all like these. Now, something happened this past week as it pertains to the chocolate covered almonds. Big lesson. And I believe this will help many of you who are going to have some challenges throughout the holidays, from right now through Christmas, through New Year's. And many people give up, they lose focus, they throw in the towel, knowing that they're going to feel like crap come January. And then it's all about what are you going to do in January? And many people had these big goals last January and did nothing. The January before that, they had big goals and did nothing. Now, this is not a dig on anyone because I'm going to share with you from a humble place the negatives that we just experienced with the chocolate covered almonds and the positives. Okay. Okay. Now, if you know me at all, or if you're new to me, I am a big believer that we can eat the foods that we love, like everything, and we can improve our health, and we can lose weight, and we can remove all restrictions. And when you do that, you don't feel like you're on a diet. That's why the name Diet Free Life as a brand that goes with the methodology makes total sense. So this is what happened. I brought in these chocolate covered almonds, and my daughters, one's a teenager and one's almost a teenager. And they're beginning to become more conscious of the relationship between their nutrition habits and their skin, as well as their waistline. So we know these are dangerous, but when the three of us are together, the worst case, we'll all equally eat some, and not one person ate the whole little box of the chocolate covered almonds. Well, we noticed that we've been eating a lot of them. So I brought them. And by the time we went to sleep, we did not eat all of them. There was quite a few of these left. And I was so impressed with that. Then the next day I had to run a quick errand. I came back and one of my daughters ate the rest of them. So to reverse engineer this, I'm going to give you a tip. I'm going to share this story with the goal of helping you through the holidays, how to navigate. I'm not buying these dark chocolate almonds for a while. And this is why. Because when you have these temptations, if you will, these foods or these candies that you know one or two or three is not going to be enough, it's not worth it. Now, if I go somewhere and I'm at someone's party and they just happen to have these, then okay, great. I'll have a few and I'm done. But to grab a significant amount of these dark chocolate almonds and look at them every day and assume or think you're not going to eat these, well, you better think again. And many people, when it comes to losing weight or getting healthier, they fall into the all or nothing category, which means the pendulum, if it's not all the way swinging to the left, is all the way swinging to the right, and there's very little balance, if any. So that's a choice that I'm going to make. Now, I have an experience making this type of choice because over 20 years ago, I stopped eating almonds because I would buy a big bag of almonds. And I am the kind of person that I know me and you know you, that if I open something, I'm going to eat that something. So I didn't buy almonds. I didn't bring them into the home for many years until Trader Joe's started selling little bags of almonds inside of a big bag. So you open up the big bag and you have all these little bags of almonds. And so I would open up the little bag as a snack, and that would work for me. You follow? So then I started buying almonds and bringing them into the house. I also was that person that I wouldn't buy a gallon or a pint of ice cream because I'm going to eat all of it. But what I did do is, I believe Haagen-Dazs has these little small containers. There's about a quarter cup, actually, if you measure it out, maybe a half cup max. I believe a quarter cup. And I would buy that because I open it and I would eat it. It's about 200 calories and I'm good. See, at the end of the day, when it comes to losing weight or wanting to lose weight or wanting to get healthier, your wisdom, your wisdom, your wisdom, that means your personal experience over the years and knowing yourself will help you navigate and do what is best for you. That's it. At the end of the day, we must know ourselves. And so I know myself. My daughters, they're starting to know themselves. And we're good if we eat a little bit as a snack and keep it moving. But many people don't have any kind of structure in place. And because of that, we continue to have these challenges with weight. See, working with a coach, every time you check in with your coach, you're reminded of what you want. Unfortunately, some people get tired of being reminded of what they're not doing. And then they get in their own way, only to find that a month from now, 2 months from now, 5 months from now, they're worse off. Don't do that to yourself because you deserve better. We all do. So whether it's partitioning, portioning out almonds, not bringing almonds into the home, um, you can still have the almonds. You know what I mean? You can still have the licorice, but be wise about it, right? And that will help you navigate. Another thing is get your gut healthy. Think about your gut. Um, there's a lot of interest in that, and I watch people do our course without coaching, without anything, because they became much more knowledgeable, more aware of what's going on inside their gut, and as a result, they started making changes or choices that contributed to a healthier gut, which then helped them drop the pounds. And then many of those people end up getting a coach because why wouldn't you? It just makes sense. Same as a person who gets into business. You know, most people who aren't successful in their business don't have a business plan. They don't have a coach. They're not challenging themselves. Um, and they're just going with status quo. They're just going with the flow. And going with the flow doesn't always take you to where you most want to be. So that's my only lecture of this talk. The take home is for you to be mindful. And if you're mindful, right? And mindful meaning I'm just going to eat 5 or 10 of these. That's mindful. The person who's just eating them and not counting, not even thinking about anything, they're just eating them. Trust me, they're not very happy. Um, Now they may smile and they may be the loud person in the party, but when they go home and they take a shower, they take a bath, or they change their shirt, and they look at themselves in the mirror, most of them don't look at themselves in the mirror, then they're reminded of what they don't like about where their body is, their health is, their energy is. The good news is that we can do something about it. All right. So anyway, I also want to say thank you for letting me share some information with you. I wanted to share this story about the dark chocolate almonds because I really like them. But unless my kids say, "Hey, Daddy, can we get some dark chocolate almonds?" I'm not buying them. And if I do buy them, I am going to portion them out in some Ziploc baggies and keep the small portions at the house so we can eat them if we want it. And then I'm going to take the remainder of that box of dark chocolate almonds and I'm going to leave that at the office for when people visit and they want to nibble on something. That's the smoke, baby. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys, and I want to wish everyone a happy, 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 happy holiday season with all the craziness going on and people losing family members and friends. And I'm always mindful of what I post on Facebook during this time of year because I'm thinking about other people. And I know that there are people who will avoid Facebook because they've lost people close to them. And the last thing they want to do is go on Facebook or some other social platform only to be reminded of how sad they are. So, and I'm not saying don't post all the positives and the happiness going on in your life. I'm personally just mindful of it because during this time of year, there's a lot of people that are hurting. And so my love and heart goes out to those families, those people who have lost family members. God bless you. And may 2022 be a much better year for all of us. Okay. So I'm Robert Ferguson. Thank you for sharing. Get the word out for me. Let's help some people. Let's help